They came by sea from Saipan and Rota, 31 vessels in total, arriving at the Hagatna Boat Basin over a 48-hour span. And according to Guam Customs and Quarantine, every one of them was screened. Acting Chief of Customs, Colonel Franklin Gutierrez.
It was a multi agency approach. We had the Guam Police Department's SEAS, which is a Special Enforcement Amphibious Section. We had the U.S. Coast Guard assisting us, Department of Agriculture conservation officers, as well as the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, and the Office of Law Enforcement, along with our special enforcement teams to include our canine drug canine unit, our marine interdiction task force, and also our contraband enforcement team, federal task force officers, as well as the maritime section, which runs the day-to-day operations of the port.
But some boaters tell KUAM that enforcement didn't feel equal. One group said they underwent a full inspection, including canine units. The next day, witnesses claimed other vessels, some reportedly carrying law enforcement and relatives of customs officers, did not receive the same scrutiny. It's a discrepancy that raised questions of fairness and accountability. But Gutierrez reiterating,
so we want to make sure that the boaters, that even though they go to Saipan, it's the same thing as getting on an airplane. You're subject to the same customs inspections, right? It's not an immigration inspection. It's a Guam Customs inspection between the two jurisdictions of the CNMI and Guam. So for the purpose of Guam Customs, it's you're arriving into the Guam Customs zone, and you're subject to customs formalities.
in response to KUAM's inquiry, Guam Customs provided full transparency on the joint operation. Customs officials emphasized that Title V Guam Code requires all vessels arriving from outside Guam to undergo specific entry procedures, including inspections of persons, cargo, and containers. And while some may question consistency, Customs said the joint operation was about more than enforcement. It was education, engagement, and security. Acting Director of Customs, Colonel Barbara Tayama.
Even before this operation had begun, I reached out to the port, the harbor master, to see in fact, it's an upcoming meeting next week with Mr. Chris Flores, the harbor master, on wanting to post signage down at the marina to engage with the boaters and the community, because oftentimes they are unaware of what the requirements are.
As Customs continues to expand maritime operations and increase regional activity, the agency says it remains committed to equal enforcement with no exemptions. Jonagan Charfis, KUAM News.